This led to a culture of power sharing and respect for autonomy of state governments. Furthermore, a major judgment of the Supreme Court made it difficult for the central government to dismiss state governments in an arbitrary manner. Thus, federal power sharing is more effective today. Let us move on to decentralization in India. We have noted earlier that federal governments have two or more tiers of governments. But a vast country like India cannot be run through these two tiers. Many states are large in size as well as in population. Many states are internally very diverse. Therefore, federal power sharing needs another tier of government below the state governments. The third tier is called local self-government, or as I had told you earlier, the Panchayati Raj system. What is decentralization? When power is taken away from the central and state governments and given to local governments, it is called decentralization. What is the basic idea of decentralization? The basic idea is that there are a large number of problems and issues which are settled at the local level. People have better knowledge of problems in their localities. They have better ideas on where to spend money. At the local level, it is possible for the people to directly participate in decision making. There was a need for decentralization, and there have been several attempts to decentralize power to the level of villages and towns. Panchayats in villages and municipalities in towns were set up in all states. However, elections to these local governments were not held regularly. Local governments did not have the power or resources of their own, as they were directly under the control of state governments. A major step towards decentralization was taken in 1992. The Constitution was amended to make the third tier of democracy more powerful and effective. What were the steps taken? It is constitutionally mandatory, means compulsory, to hold regular elections to local government bodies. Seats are reserved for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and other backward classes. Third, at least 1/3 of all seats and positions are reserved for women. Fourth, an independent institution called the State Election Commission has been created to conduct panchayat and municipal elections. Fifth, the state governments are to share some powers and revenue with local bodies. The rural local self-government is known as Panchayati Raj. Each village or group of villages has a Gram Panchayat. Its head is the Sarpanch, who is directly elected by all the adult population living in the ward or village. It is the decision-making body for the entire village. These panchayats work under the supervision of the Gram Sabha. It meets twice or thrice in a year to approve the annual budget of the Gram Panchayat, as well as to review the performance of the Gram Panchayat. A few Gram Panchayats are grouped together to form the Panchayat Samiti or block. It is also called the Mandal. All the Panchayat Samitis in a district together constitute the Zila Parishad. This tier is the district level. Its members are elected. MPs and MLAs of that district and some other officials are also its members. Municipalities are set up in towns and in cities. Municipal corporations are in cities. The head of the municipal corporation is the mayor. And one positive aspect of the third tier of government is that it has increased women's representation.